and welcome to this tutorial. In this video, which I made specially for those of you thinking of getting a website, this is my first step for you getting a website or a blog. And in this video, I will be taking you through in-depth analysis on this first step, which is the decision to make. Whenever it comes to making decisions, everybody is thinking about the monetary or going without the monetary. That is why I think, or I have placed this as the first step, the decision stage. Don't forget that this is brought to you by Super J Side Business and Services. I have already said to in this channel over and over in all our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you have any comment, if this video helped you in any way, leave us a comment in the comment section. If you'd want to share this video with your friends and families, we are always available to share. You can use the link to share. You can like our videos and follow us on our social media handles. If you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitter, if you're on Instagram, it is all the same. Super J Sipes. On our website, superjsipes.com. Get us there. You can send us an email. You can WhatsApp us on any of our numbers. If you want to follow us on our TikTok account, it is also It's Super Inspiring. So wherever you go, it is Super J Sipes. I strongly recommend that you visit our website today, check out our services, or in this video on this right side, you would have one of our videos which explains the kind of things that we do at Super J Side Business and Services. Thank you. Let's move straight on to our tutorial. There are two determining factors whenever somebody wants to talk about being on the internet, whether it is a blog or it is a full website. And the first one is domain. So you need a domain, which is like an address on the internet. Take the internet as a pool, or let me say the internet as the earth or as the world, a place. And so the domain is the address to your like in your various home, in your country, wherever you are, you have an address where you stay. There's this address that you stay. So take the domain as the address, your address on the internet, on the World Wide Web. And then we have the second one, which is the hosting. So the hosting is a place on the wide web or on the World Wide Web, on the internet. So a place on the internet, and then like you have what country should I give a shout out? Let's say here in Qatar you have Doha. Doha is a place, it's like a municipality, it's a district, a municipality, and then in that municipality you have a lot of communities, and then in the communities you have a lot of buildings. And are you getting this? So that is how we call it. The hosting is like buying a land on the internet, and then the domain is the specific address where your house is located or your property is located. That is the domain. Thank you. I hope this one is so much clear. If it is not that clear, leave me a comment in the comment section. I will see it, follow it up, and then have it explained in-depthly to your understanding, which via whatever medium. Thank you. So we would be looking at the main decision. That is the first step that I spoke of, and that is the two methods of getting a website blog. Yes, the first method is by free, or the other method, which I hope you have gotten very much clear, is either you pay. So concerning the two factors that we considered in our previous slide, we are saying that the domain and the hosting. So in this second, where we are talking about the method that you want to use. It's either you want to use a free domain and a free hosting, or you want to go for a paid domain and a paid hosting. I hope it is very clear now. So when you are thinking of getting a website or a blog, having a web presence on the internet space amidst social medias, you are thinking about where you want to spend money or you want to use it for free. Okay, somebody is now baffled as to which one is which. Yes, that is why this one is a tutorial. That is why I made this video, for you to be able to grab it all and to be able to arrive at a decision. So let's move on in this video. Over here we will be looking at the differences between the paid and the free websites. So yes, you can use the free method. It will take you through and you get a website on the internet fully launched. You can also use the paid, which also gets you a freely launched a website fully launched. But what are the differences that we are talking about? Why is this a decision? So let's look at the free method. Now with the free method, what we are saying is that there is no customized domain name. In the next slide, I'll be talking and giving you with in-depth example what domain name and some of the terms like subdomain will be meaning, but over here I just push the two methods side by side so that you can think of which one you want to go in for. So with the free, there's no custom domain name or customized domain name. You don't also have access to cPanel. The cPanel is the shortcut for control panel, which is used to control everything that we do on our website, on our web presence. Yeah, so on our land on the internet, or on our address on the internet. So there's no cPanel, there's nothing for you to control, meaning control is beyond you. It's even out of your hand, let me put it that way. And another thing is that you have a lot of limitations talking about customizing your website. Don't forget that whenever you want to put up a website, you are thinking about putting a brand out there. You want your brand to be accustomed to a website, and using a free domain or using a free service puts a lot of restrictions and limitations to the customizing or the branding of your website. I hope it is very clear. If it is not, don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section. I will look at it, I will answer you and every question that you have. Also, it might be extremely slow because you didn't pay for the burden. You are just patching in somebody's space. Are you getting this? Somebody's burden, and then you are using a bed over there to stay there. So you would have a lot of disturbances from other people who are also using the same place, making noise from whatever activity that may be going on. So you may have those disturbances. That is why in this instance we say you might have your website extremely slow. The next thing is that they can shut your website down at any time because you didn't pay for it. Okay, let's bring it to the nature side. Where you are staying in somebody's apartment, you just rented a bed space over there. This person can just take you out at any time. At any time. Are you getting this? They can just ask you to leave at any time. And that is what I'm talking about, shutting down your website at any time. So, there's no security. Yeah, you guessed right. So, another thing is that there's no web building tools. There's this wonderful web building tool that we call plugins. If you have access to a cPanel, if you paid for it. On the other side, where it's a paid service, you have access to plugins, which makes it easier for you to use lots of services on your website for your advantage, for your branding, for your business travel, and it's awesome. It's awesome. The tools are wonderful. They are just wonderful to get you your work done easier and faster. But when you're using the free service, you don't have access to these tools. The next thing is that they may sell your data. Yes, we are all sharing the same apartment. There's no privacy. The words you say is heard by possibly the next person staying next door or sharing the space with you. So they may take your information out, and that is what we are saying. These people may sell your data. They have access to whatever data that you have put in there, and so they may sell your data, which is to get money. Yeah, if you're asking why would they do that, to get money. It is available, it is there. It is one service that people provide on the internet, selling other people's data just for money. Yes. There are also page limits. As to the number of pages that you can have on your site, there are limitations. So yeah, you can, so most of these free websites, free services are only a one-page website, so you don't have access to having multiples. No. So there are limitations with the number of pages or that one. And then, like you have already envisaged, there's lack of security. There's no security at all. Yeah, or very little security, and lack of customer support. Nobody to support you when you have a problem because you didn't pay for anything. They are not benefiting from you, so there's lack of support also. So this is all for the free service. And then, as you have already envisaged, on the paid side, we are going to have the positives of all of this. So I'll quickly run through it. So you have a customized domain name, which I will talk about it on the next slide, which I have already said. You have access to cPanel, which gives you the control over your website. So over here you can customize your website to your brand, to meet your brand fully. Everything that you want to do. You even have the web tools over there to help you out. You have access to web mails. So web mails are customized email addresses. Instead of using Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook, Microsoft, and all those kind of email providing services, you can have an email address which is custom to your website, your domain name. It is just awesome to have. On the next slide, I will be talking about it. So I'll actually give you an example, show you how it looks like. It is something that you have really seen before, you have heard before, and you wondered, how was it possible? Yes, it was a paid service that was being used. You have control over your site, you can monetize it. Yes, after you have finished with this step 1 and you have gone to the next step, I will be talking to you and sharing with you how ways of making money from your website. That is what we call monetization. It is also available. You can start getting so much money from your website. And let me also make it clear that for monetization, either you are using the free services or the paid services, you still have access to monetize your website, depending on the method of monetization you want to use. You see, there are so many things you can be learning. And then the last thing that I would want to add is that there's availability for customer support. Because you paid for it, when there's any problem and you ask them, they are ready to help you and assist you go through it. Okay, so that is that. Now finally, okay, good, this is the stage that I wanted you to check out. Okay, so over here you have a paid domain like superjsites.com, www.superjsites.com. This is a paid domain. Let me give you a free domain. Okay, so down here you see a free domain, and over here you have superjsites.blogspot.com, meaning the blogspot is the owners of the server, the domain, and then I came to rent a space over there. They're just giving me a free service on their domain on their domain, yes, on their server. So they gave me just a subdomain. Now this is what a subdomain is. So you have a main domain, and then somebody hosts his or her service on your domain. So you have the person's name, that's this one over here, Supermat, on the SuperJ domain, or on the SuperJ. Yes, are you getting this? So they hosted their website or whatever it is on this person's host domain. That is what subdomain is. And once you paid for the domain, you have access to add multiple subdomains for free at no extra charge. So you see one benefit of using a paid domain, you have the option of, you can even tell other people to bring their blog to your website, and then you charge them for that. So you can also make money from that side. Now this is the webmail. Now, okay, the Blogspot and the Wiz and the WordPress you see here, these are all platforms that gives you free domain services, so you can use them for free. I know you already remember the characteristics or whatever thing that set the limitations, as we discussed in the previous slide. Over here we are looking at the webmail also. So the webmail is where you have your domain name with a specific email address which has your domain name attached. So over here you have sales@superjsipes.com. sales@superjsipes.com. This is an email address. You can send an email and you will receive it, and we can respond to you in that terrain. So it is not a Gmail, it is not a Yahoo, it is not a Outlook or Microsoft or Live or whatever. It is your domain name, your paid domain name, which you are using as your email address. So the sales here can change. You can use whatever thing you want. Some people use marketing, some people use info, project, whatever thing that you want, you can use it. It is also accessible when you are using a paid service. For some hosting services, it comes with it for free. Some you have to pay a little for it. But whatever thing it is, after we are finished with this first step, we get to that stage, and then we will know how to go about it. Thank you so much for being with us. Now to the final question. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Are you going for the paid, or you are going for the free? It is up to you to decide. It is up to you to decide. And this is the time to decide. Just leave us a comment in the comment section if there's any portion that you didn't really imbibe well. We will contact you, and then we will reach out. Yeah, we will reach out to you and explain things to you. If you are finding a hard time making a decision, you can still reach out to us. Leave us a comment in the comment section, or reach out to us on any of our reach out zones or channels that we spoke about over here, and we will be readily available to support you. If you have any question, if you have any comment, if this video has helped you, don't forget to subscribe, share to your friends, like, and then reach out to us. Thank you so much. It's been awesome having you around. Don't forget, this is brought to you by SuperJ Side Business and Services. Thank you so much, and see you in the other videos after you have made your decision. Remember, this is just the step one. There are other steps. If you are in our class, also leave us a comment so that we will get back to you and we can be able to assist you. Whichever one decision that you make, we are ready to also help you move to the next stage and even get your website fully launched.